Belle Isle, now a memorial garden dedicated to Detroiters gone too soon. Photos of the lost line the island, revealing the crushing breadth of the coronavirus pandemic. Now at 4, we take a closer look inside the unique display. But first, here's Paula.
So what is it really like on the first day of remote learning? A local family invites us into their home to be a fly on the wall.
Beautiful night for some August fireworks, and as we head into September, more rain chances as we head into Labor Day weekend. All that right now, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon. Topping our news first at 4, the coronavirus pandemic and its impact. We have just learned that the MGM Grand Detroit Casino plans to cut about 1,100 jobs. It's part of MGM's nationwide downsizing plan. The cuts were made because of slow business amid the coronavirus pandemic. On the national front, the United States has surpassed 6 million COVID-19 cases. More than 183,000 people have died from the virus. Those numbers from the Johns Hopkins University database. The United States leads the world in confirmed cases and deaths. Meantime, according to reports, the FDA could authorize emergency use of a COVID-19 vaccine before phase 3 trials are over. Now, some doctors have expressed concern that just before Election Day, President Trump might pressure the FDA to approve a coronavirus vaccine before it's ready. Here at home, the state reports 451 new cases of COVID-19. There are 7 additional deaths to report. City of Detroit today did something no other major city in America has done: a public memorial for the victims of COVID-19 in the form of a day-long funeral procession at Belle Isle Park. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom with more on this unique event. Kim.
Yeah, it really was, Karen. Good afternoon to you. Families all across Michigan who lost loved ones in this pandemic have had to deal with restrictions that denied them many of the traditions that follow a death. From 9 o'clock this morning until a few minutes ago, Belle Isle Park became a place for families of those taken by COVID-19 to honor the memories of their loved ones. Slow processions of hearses moved through Belle Isle, which was closed to the public through the day today. They passed enlarged photos of many of the Detroit residents who have died from COVID-19. The processions carried the families and loved ones of those nearly 1,500 victims. Many of those families have not had the opportunity for the funeral home visits, the funeral home services, and burial ceremonies that stopped when the pandemic hit. The event was intended to go beyond the blur of numbers of weekly and daily deaths and confirmed cases of the virus.
These are people, men and women, fathers and mothers, daughters and sons, brothers and sisters, who had dreams and plans and a story.
What can you say about a mayor, a governor, lieutenant governor, just the city officials to come together in this way to show us all, the survivors of families, this type of love?
15 consecutive funeral processions made their way around Belle Isle. Past those pictures there that you see of the victims. And while today the Island Park was reserved for the families of those victims, the public will be able to visit Belle Isle tomorrow and Wednesday to view those photos, which will remain on display. Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
Sure.
Meantime, the city of Detroit also held a celebration of life service for Sergeant Savad Johnson. A socially distant ceremony took place outside of Detroit Public Safety Headquarters this afternoon. The 49-year-old Detroit native died after rescuing a group of young girls from drowning in the Detroit River near Belle Isle. Johnson was a 26-year veteran of the fire department, second-generation firefighter who was awarded a Medal of Valor back in 2017. Former colleagues honored Johnson for his courage.
In Michigan, there is no duty to act to save another. We all know that this did not matter to Savad. His sense of duty stemmed from the way he was raised. His sense of duty continued to increase during his 26 years of serving and saving strangers. So when he faced this life or death situation, he chose the life of those 3 children.
The Detroit Fire Department will also honor Johnson by naming its new fireboat, the Savad Johnson. Legendary Georgetown basketball coach John Thompson has died. The Hall of Famer was the first black coach to win an NCAA title and is credited with opening the door for a generation of minority coaches. He coached the Hoyas for 27 years, winning the national title back in 1984. He also led the 1988 United States national team to a bronze medal in the Olympics. He's remembered as an outspoken advocate for greater opportunities for African Americans in college athletics. Thompson was 78 years old. The group calling themselves Detroit Will Breathe is filing a lawsuit against the city of Detroit and its police department. The suit names Mayor Mike Duggan, Police Chief James Craig, and 4 Detroit police officers. It alleges officers engaged in unnecessary and excessive force during ongoing protests that began on May 29th. The lawsuit also seeks a temporary restraining order to prevent police from using batons, riot gear, tear gas, and rubber bullets against them.
The city, through DPD, has made it clear that they use such tactics as a matter of policy and that they will continue to attack these demonstrators if the court does not intervene. We are asking the court to put an immediate stop to this rampant violence so that demonstrators can safely continue to exercise their right to organize, protest, and fight for a better world.
The city of Detroit plans to file a counter lawsuit. You'll hear from one of the city's attorneys when you join us tonight at 5. A violent confrontation Saturday night in Portland, Oregon has the mayor of that city caught up in a verbal clash with President Trump. A caravan of President Trump supporters drove into Portland, a city hit by violent anti-police protests. One Trump supporter was shot and killed. On Twitter, the president blasted Portland's mayor, blaming him for the violence. But the mayor fired back, saying the president is to blame.
You've tried to divide us more than any other figure in modern history. And now you want me to stop the violence that you helped create. What America needs is for you to be stopped.
Tomorrow, President Trump travels to Kenosha, Wisconsin, another city torn by racial tension and violence. Wisconsin's governor is asking the president to stay away. Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden, who is campaigning in Pennsylvania today, is considering a visit to Kenosha. A federal appeals court has ruled against former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn and the Justice Department in their effort to shut down his criminal case. The case started when Flynn admitted he lied to the FBI during the investigation into Russia's 2016 election interference. Flynn pleaded guilty and was set to be sentenced, but President Trump said Flynn was unfairly prosecuted, and in a very controversial move, his attorney general asked to have Flynn's charges dropped. The latest ruling means that the case will continue. Meantime, the House Oversight Committee is issuing a subpoena to Postmaster General Louis DeJoy. They asked for documents on the changes made to the Postal Service that caused that widespread delay across the country, but they never got them. So the committee chair will now issue the subpoena Wednesday in an effort to obtain them. School is back in session for nearly 20 districts in the Metro Detroit area, including the Dearborn Public Schools, Southfield, and Birmingham school districts. Also began this morning for students in Farmington Hills, but virtually. Paula Tutman introduces us to a family that is trying to make the most of the remote start.
The Browns of Farmington Hills were kind enough to invite us into their home this morning so we could kind of be like flies on the wall to see how this brand new learning thing is going to work.
36 minutes.
There were no pictures, but also no jitters. No drama over what to wear.
You got a long way to go. Your drive to your classes, your school is
I mean, we gotta leave time for travel.
Only a quick commute up the stairs. 13-year-old Michaela's district, the Farmington Public Schools district, is starting the year off remotely.
On the first day of school, there was like a lot of excitement. Now there's not that much excitement.
For many parents and students, turning a computer monitor into a vehicle for formal education is a mammoth shift and lift. But for this Farmington teacher, it was as simple as putting on a tux and making remote learning formal.
I really appreciate you being patient with me, and I'll get this going.
As it is with every first day, there is the business of figuring out the flow, and remote learning is not different, except that things are so very different.
So this week, the schedule's a little wacky for the first 3 weeks.
Tomorrow you guys are going to have a little Google form that you're going to fill out, so I can help get to know you.
It's the interaction, like seeing who changed, like when you go back to school, like seeing who got taller, who like their personality changed, like what they like. It was exciting to see new people.
Still worry about the long-term effect of this. I mean, really, we're only talking 6 months, and the mental impact is always a question, right? So because my daughter's in her room, there's always the thought of, this can't be good.
Is she okay?
You know, what's going on or what's in your mind.
We're all dealing with trauma in very different ways, but we have this commonality of this pandemic.
For Michaela, it is learning a new way to learn. When school ended abruptly in March, the remote learning was called enrichment, and now it's called school, and it counts. And in the 8th grade, the runway is getting shorter for college-bound kids.
The pros, I get to stay at home and like I can go at my pace. The cons, maybe how it's organized. I don't feel like it's going to be organized as well as like it would be if I was at school in person.
Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Appreciate that inside look, Paula. And make sure to stick with us at Local 4 here. We want to help you prepare for this very different school year. Join Steve Gargiola and Sandra Ali tonight at 10 o'clock for our live Education for All special. They'll be sharing advice from teachers, medical experts, and parents whose children have already started school. Let's take a quick look at our forecast with Ben as we take a live look outside through our sky cam. Great day out there.
Yeah, Karen, fantastic start to the day. Fantastic end to the month. It's the 31st of August. September, believe it or not, starts tomorrow. And we've got rain on the other side of the lake. That is not going to be our concern tonight, but we do have chances in the forecast. But we are going to get through this evening with a perfect fireworks forecast. Temperatures low to mid 70s. Even if you are in your living room watching here on Local 4, going to be a very nice night. Couple thunderstorms tomorrow. We'll time those out. It is not the only chance that we have this week, though. And cooler temperatures will be arriving towards the back end of this forecast. And of course, as we head into the weekend, it is Labor Day weekend already. We'll look at an early sneak peek at the holiday in just a few minutes. Karen?
Sounds good. Thank you, Ben. Still to come, the Ford fireworks in August and not in person. The changes in place for tonight's display because of the pandemic. But first, as the coronavirus pandemic continues, many independent music venues now face an uncertain